Chapter 14, Academy Archive. I don't own Naruto or DxD. Naruto sat under a tree. Watching over him from in the tree was Sarah's, and next to Naruto was Sasuke. Naruto was hanging out with Sasuke. Shisui had village patrol for the day, so Naruto's training was canned, so he was hanging out with Sasuke as Luffy had heard a rumor from a nearby village and had gone to investigate. "You don't mind if I train a bit, do you?" asked Sasuke, looking to the blonde, who shook his head. Sasuke stood up and walked down to the edge of the pond just in front of them. Katan Gokakyu no Jutsu, Fire-style Fireball Jutsu, called Sasuke, shooting out a small fireball over the lake that backfired, launching him backwards onto the ground. "Damn it," growled the boy, once more failing his clan's rite of passage jutsu. Naruto looked down at Sasuke as he tried again, once more used the jutsu, again failing, the fireball exploding just in front of him. Naruto raised an eyebrow and focused his sensing ability on Sasuke as the jutsu once more and again failing. "Do you want a hand?" questioned Naruto, making Sasuke look at Naruto. "You know how to use the fireball jutsu?" questioned Sasuke with a shocked look on his face. "Shisui-sensei taught it to me," said Naruto, walking forwards until he stood next to Sasuke before he flipped through hand signs. Katan Gokakyu no Jutsu, called Naruto, shooting a light blue fireball about 5 foot in diameter, 20 foot out across the lake where it exploded. Naruto turned to Sasuke, who was shocked. "Wait, why was your fire blue?" questioned Sasuke. "It's a Kekkai Genkai I have," said Naruto without as much as a blink. "Okay, I guess," spoke Sasuke. "So do you want my help?" asked Naruto, looking at Sasuke, who begrudgingly nodded. "For starters, you're not using enough chakra, and you're breathing it out way too slowly. You're not making a long stream of fire here, it's a ball of fire," said Naruto, looking out over the lake as the final embers of his fireball vanished. "All right," muttered Sasuke, stepping forwards once more. Thinking about what Naruto has said, Sasuke quickly flipped through the hand signs once more. Katan Gokakyu no Jutsu, called the Uchiha, launching out a near-perfect fireball. It was a little small and exploded early, but he almost had it. Sasuke looked at where the jutsu had been, in shock. "That was so much better," said Sasuke in shock. "Keep at it and you'll have it in no time," said Naruto with a smile. "Thanks, Naruto," said Sasuke with a grin as he began once more to try the jutsu. "I'm going to leave you to your practice then, Sasuke," said Naruto, walking back towards the tree. "All right, Naruto, see you in a couple of days," said Sasuke. "Yep, see you then," declared Naruto. The two of them would start at the academy in a few days. Naruto was planning on going on the first day to at the very least see if anyone would be worth his time, but if there wasn't, he would simply send a clone every day until he eventually left Konoha. Walking away from Sasuke, Sarah dropped from her perch and dropped into Naruto's shadow. The two quickly left the Uchiha compound, heading home. He had training of his own to attend to. Hashtag 10 minutes later. Hashtag. Naruto walked up to his compound only to see Anko, Kurenai Yugao, and Hei-8 waiting there. "What can I do for you for?" questioned Naruto, looking at them confused. He hadn't been expecting them. "This isn't something we can discuss outside," declared Anko. "Okay, then come on in," said Naruto, opening the gate and walking inside straight into the house. "Would you like some tea?" questioned Naruto, looking at his mother's peerage members, all of who nodded. Naruto walked into the kitchen and began to brew some tea. The house was silent as Naruto waited for the water to boil. "Naruto, this seems urgent. You go talk to them, I'll handle the tea," said Sarah, appearing behind Naruto, who nodded and walked out of the room. "Tea will be ready shortly, so what is it I can do for you?" asked Naruto, looking at his 4 friends. "Alucard told me, and I told them that you plan to defect from Konoha," said Yugao, looking at Naruto as he took a seat. Naruto closed his eyes, taking a deep breath before opening his eyes. "Yes," spoke Naruto, looking at the ninja in front of him. "Where do you plan to go?" asked Anko. "I'm not sure yet. Suna and Iwa are out of the question, but Kiri, Kumo, and all of the minor villages are still on the table," said Naruto, looking at the 4 reincarnated devils as if daring them to defy him. "When you have made your decision on where and when, let us know," said Kurenai. Huh? Questioned Naruto, looking at them confused. We promised your mother we would protect you, and we have as best we could, but the Hokage blocked us from the easier measures like adopting you, said Anko. That would be because I'm not the son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. I am Konoha's weapon, spoke Naruto, rolling his eyes. What? Questioned Heiei, Kurenai, and Anko, looking at Naruto confused. He sees me as a weapon, he hides it well, but I'm not human, I am his weapon, spoke Naruto, making Heiei, Anko, and Kurenai go wide-eyed before narrowing their eyes. It was at that moment Ceres walked out with the pot of tea. With the way the village treats you, and that, why are you even still here? Asked Anko, looking at Naruto. I'm only still here because Shisui Uchiha is training me, otherwise I would be wandering the world or back in the underworld, said Naruto. Wait, Shisui is training you? Questioned Yugao, looking at Naruto shocked. Yeah, apparently he saw me use my pyrokinesis when I first used it, and felt that my abilities should not be wasted, so when I got back from the underworld he offered to teach me, said Naruto. So what, you're going to stay until Shisui has taught you all he knows? Questioned Anko. No, I will stay as long as I can stand the village. I've only had one group of people attack me, and they are now ashes scattered in the wind, said Naruto, getting accepting looks from the people in front of him. Anyway, Naruto, when you decide where and when you are going, let us know, we are going with you, said Yugao, getting a nod from the blonde. Several days later. Naruto sat on a tree branch overlooking the academy. It was about half an hour before the academy was scheduled to start. He was only here early to see if there was anyone he could use for his peerage. He was looking for young people who would more easily follow him over Konoha, but so far there was no one. First, there was a white-eyed, purple-haired girl who was clearly terrified of being there and was less than skilled with whatever skills she had, as she had 3 different bodyguards, and from the looks of it her father. Even if she was an heiress out and about, she wouldn't need that many people to watch over her if she could defend herself. Unless she did something amazing to change his view, she was out. Next was a pink-haired girl standing with her 2 parents. She too looked nervous, but less so than the first girl, but still nervous nonetheless. He could sense she had next to no chakra at all, and from the reserves of her parents nothing short of a miracle would change that. She also appeared to not have trained her body at all, which even if she was young was a no-no for ninja. Again, something amazing could change his view, but he wasn't expecting anything from her. There was a young cloaked boy who had hundreds of chakra signatures in him, an aberration from what he had read about in Konoha clans, and Kushina had told him their bugs couldn't suck out devil's magical power, so there was nothing too much there, especially given if he was converted his magic would be fire magic, and fire and bugs don't go. Naruto ruled the boy out as soon as he saw him. Naruto looked down the road when he felt something out of place. That's a devil's signature, 4 of them and 5 half-bloods, questioned Naruto, looking down the road, seeing 12 people walking down the road towards the academy. Your father's rooks and bishops and their children, spoke Kushina from within his mind. Naruto watched on in interest as 4 families walked into the academy grounds. The first was 2 feral-looking people, 1 woman his mother's age and a boy his own, and a clean-looking girl maybe Shisui and Itachi's age. All 3 of them were accompanied by at least 1 dog. The boy held Naruto's interest for a single moment until he opened his mouth and started boasting about him being an alpha. Too arrogant, muttered Naruto, looking at the next family, 3 blondes, all with ponytails. The daughter looked like a clone of the mother. Naruto looked at the 2 for a moment, only to watch as the young girl moved over to the pink-haired girl and the 2 began to talk. Curious what the 2 would be talking about, Naruto concentrated chakra and devil magic on his ears, letting him hear the conversation. Fashion, I had higher hopes for you, Blondie, muttered Naruto, looking at the girl, shaking his head. She was more than likely out too. Next group of people, 2 lazy-looking males, 1 the age of the parents, the other Naruto's age, both with black hair tied into fanned-out ponytails, and with them was an angry-looking woman with a twitching brow, looking about ready to smack both of the males in the back of the head. Lazy, but maybe the kid looks like his father, and Toussaint thought he had skills worth having, whispered Naruto, looking at the lazy-looking boy. Lastly was a family of rather large individuals. Again, the child looked like he might work for a peerage member, but Naruto would have to get to know him better. So who are the parents, Kaa-chan? Asked Naruto. Big Bones. His name is Choza Akimichi Minato's Rook. If you like living in 3 dimensions, don't call him fat, or he will flatten you. He can expand his body to massive sizes. Lazy ass. Is Shikaku Nara your father's bishop? Lazy genius. Could plan 200 steps ahead and have 50 contingency plans. Has a high level of control over shadows and can use them for various effects. Blondie's father, Inoichi Yamanaka, Minato's other bishop, one of the best interrogators I know. It doesn't hurt that he can walk through your mind to find what he needs. And finally, Wild Child Tsum Inazuka, your father's second rook. She and her partner Kuramaru work in perfect synergy and animalistic fury like a Cerberus. All of them were loyal to your father, but I'm not sure how much, so you may have to take a risk if you want them with you when you leave Konoha, spoke Kushina. No, I'm not taking the risk. My freedom is more important to me than my father's peerage, and who knows, they might follow later, replied Naruto as he dropped from the tree, joining the crowd of young children as he felt Hiruzen's chakra signature off in the distance. Let's get this over with. No one screams to me devil material here. I should have just sent a clone today, thought Naruto to himself as Hiruzen walked into the academy grounds just after Sasuke, Itachi, Mikoto, and Fugaku. Hiruzen smiled and began his speech to welcome all of the children to the academy. Several hours later. The academy had ended for the day and Naruto was walking up to his and Shirsue's training ground. That place has definitely gone downhill since I was there, came the voice of Kushina from Naruto's mind. It's kind of pathetic in a way, responded Naruto as he thought back on the day. It was all orientation and trying to break the ice between students, which could have quite easily been done in half of the day at most. But not only that, he found out that there would be no actual training for at least half a year to a full year, depending on how slow the academic portions were handled. So Naruto, how was your first day? Questioned Shirsuke with a smirk. Naruto simply glared at the man. Let's put it this way, I'm glad you taught me Kage Bunshin, Shadow Clone, said Naruto with a roll of the eyes. That bad, huh? Questioned Shirsuke. It was all welcome to the academy, let us coddle you, let's all be friends. I was this close to throwing up rainbows, spoke Naruto, holding his fingers nanometers apart. Well, what do you expect you're 8? Questioned Shirsuke. I expect them to, I don't know, point out that ninja live deadly lives. It's not a life of coddling, it's a life of killing, not even getting a Y in the matter, just a target and sometimes a specific way for them to die, said Naruto, looking at Shirsuke, who looked a little put off by his statement. I've lived a harsh life, I've seen the darkest side of life, and trust me, ninja is not it, said Naruto, looking away from Shirsuke as Ceres rose up out of Naruto's shadow, wrapping her arms around her master. Naruto's harsh look melted away. Thanks, Ceres, muttered Naruto, holding the woman's comforting arm as a smile made its way onto Naruto's face. Alright, come on you two, no mushy stuff, time for training, spoke Shirsuke, getting a glare from Ceres and a nod from Naruto, who stepped out of the embrace of his queen. Alright, Shirsuke-sensei, what have we got today? Asked Naruto with a smile. Today, Naruto, I'm teaching you my signature technique, said Shirsuke with a grin. Oh, you're teaching me the Shunshin? Questioned Naruto with a grin. Oh yeah, I hope you're ready, cuz I'm going to make sure you get this one perfect, said Shirsuke with a grin. Several hours later. Naruto had finished his training with Shirsuke about half an hour ago, and Shirsuke was happy with Naruto's progress with the jutsu. Naruto was sitting at his table eating his dinner. Ceres was in the lounge reading a book. Luffy was also reading in the lounge, however she was reading a scroll on summoner magic that she had found in the house when suddenly they all heard a knock at the door. Naruto, who was the closest, got up and walked to the door. Opening it, he came face to face with Mikoto. Questioned Naruto, looking at the woman. Naruto-kun, you said I could come here if I needed a night away from Fugaku, spoke Mikoto, nervously rubbing her arm. Of course, Mikoto, come in, said Naruto, stepping aside, ushering the woman inside. So sorry for just showing up like that, said Mikoto, looking back to Naruto, who held up his hand. It's fine, Mikoto, I said you could stay here, said Naruto with a smile as the two walked through the halls. Oh, hello, Ceres-san, said Mikoto, spotting the woman as she stepped out of the lounge room. Makoto, hey, are you alright? Questioned Ceres with a raised eyebrow looking at the woman. Yeah, I'm fine, said Makoto, only to get a doubtful look from Ceres, only for a new voice to speak up. Who was that at the oh hello, said Luffy, stepping out of the lounge room, stopping mid-sentence when she saw Makoto. Hello there, I don't believe we've met. I'm Makoto Uchiha, said Makoto, leaning down to be eye to eye with the girl. Nice to meet you, Makoto-sama. My name is Luffy Pendragon, said the girl with a smile. Aren't you a well-behaved girl? What are you doing here? Kushina didn't have a second child. Are you Ceres' daughter? Asked Makoto, sending a look back to Ceres. No, she's a friend of mine who needed a place to stay while her parents went to the capital, said Naruto with a smile, making Makoto look back at him with a nod. Ceres will show you where you'll be staying tonight, said Naruto, getting a nod from Makoto, who followed Ceres as she led them out of the room. Luffy, said Naruto, drawing the girl's attention to him. She is in the dark about devils. Please try to keep it that way, said Naruto, getting a nod from the blonde girl. Why is she here, though? Questioned Luffy. The same reason she is in the dark about devils. She has an abusive husband. She was one of my mother's closest friends. I met her the other day, and Kaa-chan asked me to treat her like she was my mother, said Naruto, getting a nod from Luffy. And she may end up showing up a lot from now on, said Naruto. Okay, fair enough, said Luffy, going back to her reading. Naruto quickly walked towards where Makoto was. Walking into the room, he stood leaning in the doorway. Ceres, would you leave us for a moment? Questioned Naruto, getting a nod from his queen, who moved out of the room, leaving Makoto and Naruto alone. So you want to tell me what Fugaku did? Asked Naruto, looking at Makoto. Nothing, Naruto, I just needed a night away from him, said Makoto with a smile. So that's why you have another genjutsu on you, this one covering your eye? Questioned Naruto, making Makoto look away from him, covering her eye. Show me, said Naruto. Makoto sighed and let the genjutsu on her face fall, revealing her left eye was bruised all around it. What was that for? Questioned Naruto through clenched teeth. I told him I want Sasuke to stay in the academy rather than pulling him out until next year, spoke Makoto. Naruto sighed as he walked over to her. Hold still, said Naruto as his right hand began to glow with blue flames. All right, people, chapter over. Chapter 15, Academy Arc 2. I don't own Naruto or DxD. A 9.5-year-old Naruto walked through the streets of Konoha towards the training grounds he and Shisui used for training. The blonde was on his way there for some training with Shisui. He had, as per usual, sent a clone to the academy for the day, which had slipped away from the academy grounds and dispelled, alerting the real Naruto, who had been outside of the village eliminating a ruse devil who had chosen to take up residence in the forests outside Konoha. So naturally Naruto and his peerage, aka Ceres, and Luffy had gone and dealt with it, so now he was walking around with Luffy next to him with Ceres in his shadow. I'm going to head home, Naruto, said Luffy. Go to the apartment, we're being watched, whispered Naruto as he turned and hugged his friend. See you later, Luffy-chan, said Naruto out loud with a smile as the girl nodded and turned to leave. The two separated and walked their separate ways. Ceres make sure she make his home, muttered Naruto, having a bad feeling about it, before he ducked into an alleyway as his vampire queen rose out of his shadow before rushing off after Luffy as Naruto himself continued on his way towards the training ground. Naruto walked towards the training ground, ignoring the looks as usual. While he could have just used the Shenshin, having mastered it to Shirsui's level months ago, Naruto felt he was being watched, and not by Hiruzen. He would lure them to the training grounds if they were a threat, incineration for them. If they weren't a huge threat, or alarm bells would ring. If they vanished, a simple mind blank would probably work, and if they were no threat at all, then he would leave them be. Walking up to the training ground, Naruto saw Shisui there, although he looked a little agitated and impatient. Hey Shisui-sensei, called Naruto, looking up to the man who looked at his young apprentice. Hey Naruto, sorry to do this to you, but no training today, Itachi, and I have another mission, declared Shisui. Naruto momentarily narrowed his eyes at his sensei. This had been happening a lot recently. Itachi and Shisui had been getting a lot of missions together, and Shisui had been canceling training for Naruto. Okay sensei, I'll just work on what I have now, said Naruto. Sorry kid, I really am, declared Shisui, vanishing in a swirl of leaves, leaving Naruto alone in the clearing. Naruto sighed, looking down. I know you're there, spoke Naruto, not even looking around. I guess I need to work on my chakra suppression, muttered a voice stepping out from the bushes behind Naruto. Naruto turned to face the man. He had a Konoha headband wrapped around his forehead, silver hair tied into a short ponytail, glasses holding a calculating glance behind them. The boy, maybe twice his age, wore a dark purple shirt with a high collar, a white undershirt, and dark purple pants with a white cloth waistband. Adorning his hands were dark purple fingerless gloves with armored plates on the back of the hand. Who are you and what do you want? Questioned Naruto, getting ready to defend himself. Who I am is nothing to worry about. After today you'll never remember me anyway, said the Nin, letting a blue glow engulf his hands. Naruto narrowed his eyes. Now come quietly, and this will be quick, said the silver-haired man. However, before he could so much as take a step, 2 balls of blue fire flew at him. So hard way it is, spoke the ninja, lunging at Naruto. The blonde flared out his wings and shot up into the air to avoid the lunge from the silver-haired man. Naruto formed a pair of blue fireballs and threw them at the man again, who jumped out of the way as they fireballs flew at him. Katan Gokaku no Jutsu, Fire-style Fireball Jutsu, called Naruto, launching a fireball at the silver-haired Nin, who again jumped out of the way. Suetun Dabakufu no Jutsu, Water-style Giant Vortex Jutsu, called the Nin, launching a huge wave of water at Naruto, who just smirked and threw a fireball at the water, making the silver-haired Nin, still breathing out the water, roll his eyes. However, Naruto's fireball hit the water, and much like the first time blue fire met water, the ball of water in an instant exploded into flames, giving Naruto's attack no time to get away, and launched back into a tree. Naruto looked down at the man, narrowing his eyes as the body in front of him burst into smoke. Damn it, growled Naruto, expanding his senses to locate the ninja. Just in time to avoid the strike, Naruto turned around and slammed his foot into the bespectacled nin's gut, throwing him back into the ground below them. Naruto pulled out a kunai, coating the weapon in blue flames, before dropping onto the nin's back, stabbing him in the neck, only for again the nin to vanish in a plume of smoke, only for a log to replace him as the log was pierced by Naruto's flaming kunai. Looking around, Naruto once more tried to locate the ninja. However, just as Naruto went to move, something hit him in the back of the neck and he fell forwards unconscious. #Naruto's mind. Naruto woke up laying in front of Kushina. Sochi, are you okay? Questioned Kushina, looking at Naruto worriedly. Yeah, I'm good, Kaa-chan, said Naruto, standing up, shaking his head as he wobbled forwards, Kushina catching him just before he fell. Thanks, Kaa-chan, muttered Naruto, shaking his head, trying to snap out of his dizziness. While not under the best circumstances, it's a good thing you're here, Naruto-chan. I think there is something else sealed in you, said Kushina, making Naruto look up at her. This is as good a time as any to look for it. Your body needs some time to regain consciousness, said Kushina. Alright, so where are we going? Questioned Naruto, looking at his mother, who in human form slipped through the bars of the Kyuubi's cage. Follow me, said Kushina, walking into the dark halls of Naruto's mind, the boy himself following her. They were going into darker and darker parts of his mind. After a few moments of walking, they came to a chained-up section of wall. Kushina gestured to the door, making Naruto look at her. What you think? Because of the chains there's something locked there? Questioned Naruto. No, the chains are there to block memories. I can feel another soul's presence behind the door, said Kushina. And you can't unlock the chains? Questioned Naruto. No, out of the cage I have no power at all, and I wouldn't be able to do so anyway. These chains are from a mental seal, and only you or Yamanaka could unlock them, said Kushina. Naruto nodded and walked forwards, touching his hand to the door. The chains locking the door disintegrated and the wooden door slowly opened with a creak. AUUUUGGGGGHHHHHHH screamed Naruto, dropping to his knees as memories flooded his mind, memories of a man named Orochimaru, another named Danzo, and finally memories of the nin who attacked him named Kabuto. All three of them had been experimenting on him as a young child, and then a blank-masked orange-haired man using a jutsu to seal his memories of the events. Sochi, called Kushina, looking at Naruto. "I'm fine, Ka-chan, just lots of memories," said Naruto before a particular memory came to the forefront of his mind. "Ka-chan," said Naruto seriously. "Yes, Sochi?" questioned Kushina. "I think I know what the other thing is," said Naruto. "Oh, what?" questioned Kushina, looking at Naruto with a raised eyebrow. "A sacred gear, a Longinus," spoke Naruto, making Kushina's eyes go wide. "No, it can't be. Your pure devil's sacred gears only occur in humans," said Kushina. "I think I had one partially fused with me," declared Naruto before a roar was heard from down the hall. "What was that?" questioned Kushina. "A dragon," said Naruto, walking through the door and down the hall. Kushina quickly followed after her son, wanting to keep him safe. As they walked down the halls, they eventually came to a cave. RAAWWWWWWWRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRR into the large room inside his mind with Kushina beside him, the two of them looking up into the air as a black shape dropped from the sky, landing on front of the two devils. ROR. The shape, as it turned out, was a dragon. "Hello there, dragon. I am Naruto Grimmery Phoenix. May I know your name?" questioned Naruto. "I am Akatora, the Dragon of Calamity," spoke the dragon calmly, looking down at the devils. "I see the Calamity control the 14th Longinus forgotten to the pages of time," said Naruto. "You child know your history. Yes, I am the 14th Longinus, the third Dragon Emperor, and you child have been chosen to hold my power," spoke the dragon. "That's not entirely true, Akatora-sama. I was experimented on by 3 people who somehow managed to extract your power from another and put it into me," said Naruto respectfully. #outside hashtag. Kabuto walked with Naruto tied up and chakra sealed and the boy's unconscious form hanging over his shoulder. He was going to deliver the boy to his master Orochimaru, who had asked this of him, as both knew Naruto's body was invaluable to their experiments. The boy had been a little bit of a pain to catch. Those blue flames were a pain in the ass, but hopefully once Orochimaru had his hands on the boy he could find out what gave him the flames. Kabuto was drawn from his musings when Naruto began to awake. "What the hell, he shouldn't be awake for a week," thought Kabuto, looking at Naruto. Naruto then settled down, making Kabuto relax, thinking Naruto was just moving in his unconscious state. After a moment, however, Naruto kicked Kabuto in the chest as he jumped off his shoulder, landing 20 feet away from Kabuto. "What the hell?" questioned Kabuto, moving to attack Naruto, thinking the blonde was unable to defend himself. However, as Kabuto drew close, a ball of blue fire was thrown at him, making him jump back. "Hello, Kabuto. Sorry, I didn't recognize you before," said Naruto, narrowing his eyes at the silver-haired teen, who was now worried as Naruto shouldn't have been able to use any jutsu with those chakra sealing tags on him, and yet he was now free of the ropes that had previously bound him, and a ball of blue fire floated above his left hand. "Unfortunately for you, no one can know what I am," said Naruto. "Calamity control," spoke Naruto as a black piece of chest armor formed around him, around his chest, shoulders, and stomach. Kabuto's eyes went wide as he saw Naruto's transformation. However, before the silver-haired nin could move, Naruto's ball of blue fire flew at him, making him jump up. "Meteor," spoke Naruto, making Kabuto's eyes widen as an orb of molten earth formed atop Naruto's hand before it shot forwards at Kabuto, piercing the man's stomach, making his eyes go wide as he fell down a hole in his chest. "Goodbye, Kabuto," spoke Naruto, forming another ball of blue fire which was thrown at Kabuto, who couldn't even scream as his body was engulfed in blue flames and incinerated. Naruto turned as the flames raged behind him just in time to see Sarah's drop in front of him. "Naruto-sama, are you okay?" What happened? Spoke Ceres. A ghost of my past, Ceres, nothing more, said Naruto. I'm sorry, Naruto-sama, I should have been here, began Ceres. Don't, Ceres, I told you to watch Luffy, and besides I need to be able to defend myself, declared Naruto, interrupting Ceres, making her look at him, smiling softly at her. Ceres stood up and nodded to Naruto before Ceres stepped forwards and pulled Naruto into a hug. I was so worried, Naruto, said the woman. It's okay, Ceres, said Naruto with a smile, hugging the woman. So I take it Luffy made it home, getting a nod from Ceres. Alright, let's head that way ourselves, spoke Naruto, getting another nod from Ceres as she sunk into his shadow as he moved back towards Konoha. Naruto walked through the gates of Konoha just as the sun began to set. Sighing, Naruto made his way towards his home. As Naruto walked, he however could once more feel the feeling of being watched. Deciding to get whoever was watching him to show themselves, Naruto slipped into an alleyway. Naruto sighed as he walked to the dead end of the alleyway. Nowhere to run now, Damon, said a voice from behind Naruto. The blonde turned and saw 4 men standing at the open end of the alleyway. All 4 of them were Uchiha, as he could see all 4 had their Sharingan active. Well then, come at me, taunted Naruto, standing there, his arms out. The taunt hit home and 2 of the Uchiha ran forwards at Naruto while the other 2 flashed through hand signs. Die, you bastard, roared one of the running Uchiha, a kunai in hand. Katan Gokaki no Jutsu, called the 2 Uchiha who had been flipping through hand signs, the 2 fireballs combining and flying at Naruto, who stood there impassively as the 2 Uchiha and 1 fireball flew at him. As the Uchiha running at him got close enough, a pair of hands reached out of his shadow and grabbed onto the wrists of the kunai hands, stopping them dead in their tracks before they were flipped over Naruto as Ceres rose out of Naruto's shadow, and just as the other 2 Uchiha smirked as the fireball drew close to Naruto, it turned a light blue and bent around him and back towards the 2 Uchiha, who launched the fire back at them, making them jump out of the way as the fire came flying back at them. Pulling out a kunai each, the 2 fireball Uchiha ran at Naruto, who rolled his eyes as his hands became engulfed in flames, while Ceres, who stood back to back with Naruto, let her hands disintegrate and form blood blades. The 2 devils smirked as the 4 Uchiha came running at them. Naruto ran forwards, dropping low as the 2 Uchiha attempted to slice at his neck, thrusting his hand up into the chest of the Uchiha. The man was stabbed by flames as Naruto then quickly forced more flames out of his hands, incinerating the Uchiha from the inside out before the husk of the former Uchiha fell to the ground and broke apart into ashes. Naruto then spun around and grabbed onto the other Uchiha's face, burning it, making the Uchiha scream as his face melted before Naruto using his fire. Like a blade sliced, though the man before both halves fell to the ground, Naruto turned just in time to see Ceres separate a man's head from his shoulders while the other body was already on the ground, a hole in his chest where his heart used to be. Alright, we need to burn these. Can't have people finding these and getting suspicious, said Naruto, forming 2 balls of fire. Several minutes later. Naruto and Ceres walked through the door of their house. Moving to the lounge, they found Luffy reading a scroll lazing on the couch. Anything important happen while I was gone? Asked Naruto, looking at Luffy, who looked up from her scroll, shaking her head at him. She was about to speak when someone knocked at the door. Naruto left the room and headed to the door. Mikoto? Questioned Naruto, looking at the woman on the other side of the door. Come in, said Naruto, stepping aside, letting the woman in. I'm not staying the night, Naruto. I have come to warn you that Fugaku has assigned 4 Uchiha to attack you at some point this week, said Mikoto. Do these 4 Uchiha mean anything to you, Mikoto-san? Asked Ceres. None of them are my close family or friends, if that's what you're asking, spoke Mikoto. Naruto nodded at the woman's comments. Is there any particular reason he's sending his kinsmen after me? Asked Naruto, looking at Mikoto. He's trying to keep you away from Sasuke and hoping that by having Uchiha attack you, you'll be cautious around Sasuke and eventually push him away, said Mikoto. Thank you for warning me, Mikoto, said Naruto with a smile. You don't seem surprised, Naruto, said Mikoto, looking at Naruto confused. Well, I kind of already know. And don't ask please, said Naruto, getting a reluctant nod from the Uchiha matriarch. Would you like a cup of tea, Makoto? Asked Naruto. No, I shouldn't even be here. I need to get home before Fugaku suspects something, said Makoto, getting a nod from Naruto as he moved to the door, opening it for his guests who left the house before quickly moving off. So those Uchiha have already attacked you and are nothing but ashes in the wind? Questioned Luffy as Naruto returned to the lounge room. Yes, they attacked me on the way home, said Naruto with a sigh. Things are really going downhill here, said Luffy. I know, declared Naruto. All right, people, chapter over.